It's been officially announced that Yuki Tsunoda of Red Bull Racing has been released and will not be driving for Red Bull in 2026. But the big question is this the right call for Red Bull? And was this fair for Yuki Tsunoda? But if you love Formula 1 content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date. This announcement was made right after the Qatar Grand Prix and right before the final race in Abu Dhabi. And one thing that Red Bull did really well was letting Yuki Tsunoda finish out that season. Because honestly, that's not something every Formula 1 team has done. Because when I think about it, there's been a handful of teams that have dropped their Formula 1 driver, like the race before the end of the season. One that comes to my mind is Logan Sargent with Williams. It kind of dropped Logan Sargent from the Williams team like a race or two before the end of the season. They didn't even let him finish. So in that sense, Red Bull Racing was pretty nice to let Yuki Tsunoda finish out the season. But let's take a moment to look back on Yuki Tsunoda's journey. He came through Red Bull's junior program, ultimately joining AlphaTauri, where he was quickly known for his aggressive driving and maybe even more aggressive radio comms. Yuki Tsunoda's radio comms were always the best. And also he had some standout performances in the AlphaTauri. And there was no doubt that Formula 1 fans loved Yuki Tsunoda for his aggressive fighting spirit. I mean, there's Max Verstappen, and then there's a Yuki Tsunoda type of aggressiveness. And he was just fun to watch. But when Yuki Tsunoda joined Red Bull in the second seat, we started to see some problems, which we've kind of seen in the history of Red Bull. Historically, with Max Verstappen at Red Bull, he makes that second seat a little bit challenging. Some of the drivers struggled the entire time. Some thrived, like Checo Perez, and then the second car just caught up to him. And then there's speculation going around. This is not fact. I can't prove or anything, but there's almost rumors that Red Bull builds their entire car around Max Verstappen, which kind of makes it difficult for the second driver, understandably. So when Yuki Tsunoda joined the second seat at Red Bull, it kind of seemed like he was fighting an uphill battle all season long. He was struggling until Qatar. But that doesn't mean Yuki Tsunoda was bad all season. He did score some valuable points. But when you're comparing it to your teammate, which is Max Verstappen, who is running in the championship for the 5th time, yeah, it kind of looks bad on your performance. But in reality, this is Formula 1. This sport is cutthroat. There's only 20 drivers on the grid. Next year in 2026, there's going to be more. It's not like a football team or any other sport where you have a lot of opportunities to prove yourself and be outstanding. If you don't perform, you're gone. So why did Red Bull Racing move from Yuki Tsunoda? One answer might be Isack Hadjar. I mean, he is a Formula 1 rookie right now for the Racing Bulls, the junior team. He's been doing really well. He's been taking that car to places I don't think it should be, and he's been very consistent the entire year, scoring very consistent points throughout the season. And Isack Hadjar will be joining Max Verstappen in the second seat for 2026. And I can see Red Bull's point of view. Isack Hadjar is ready for a promotion. They're seeing Oliver Behrman and also Kimi Antonelli do really well, and it's just time to move him up. But with Isack Hadjar moving in the second seat, myself and maybe some others are a little bit uneased at the moment, because while it's a promotion for Isack, some of us think that second seat is almost cursed with how many Formula 1 drivers it has taken their careers out. Kind of like what I said earlier with Checo Perez. Checo Perez was doing well with Max Verstappen in one of the years, but as soon as he dropped off, as soon as he wasn't producing as much points, he got released, which is to say how every job is. But that second seat seems very difficult to drive, or maybe just too much pressure driving alongside Max Verstappen. I mean, Alex Albon was a skilled driver who was at Red Bull. Red Bull let Alex go as well. Liam Lawson is in the same story. He got promoted from the Racing Bulls, got the second seat, didn't do so well, and after a few races got demoted back down to the Racing Bulls, where he is currently at. And sadly, Yuki Tsunoda's experience at Red Bull is fitting just with the rest of them, lasting no more than 1 year with Red Bull Racing. And honestly, is it fair to move on from Yuki Tsunoda? I mean, looking at the points, I can see why. He wasn't producing, and in this sport, it is cutthroat. Like I said, if you're not producing, you are gone, and especially with millions on the line in the Constructors' Championship, you have to have both drivers performing, or else you're going to lose out on millions of dollars. But let's go back to Isack Hadjar. Like I said, he's been doing phenomenal this year in the Racing Bulls. He's been turning heads. He's gotten a lot of new fans, and I personally had him as Rookie of the Year for a good 85% of the season. He has been phenomenal. And honestly, a lot of fans are a little bit skeptical how Isack Hadjar is going to do in the Red Bull car. I mean, that second seat has a history of taking out other Formula One drivers, and it's a lot of pressure. And I can't imagine trying to step in just a year after being a rookie, having a teammate like Max Verstappen, who has won multiple world champions. That amount of pressure has taken the careers of many Formula One drivers. But here's the exciting part, and I know Isack Hadjar knows this, but we're going into 2026 Formula One. This car is not going to be the same car. It's going to be completely different. Joining Red Bull for Isack Hadjar in 2026 is like joining an entirely new team. His car is going to be brand new, and he'll have the opportunity, I think, to build his car exactly how he wants it, around his driving specs. And this is an advantage over Yuki Tsunoda and all the others. This is something that they didn't get, especially when it's being speculated that the Red Bull car is built around Max Verstappen. But now with the new regulations, they get a fresh new start. This is perfect for Isack, and I think he knows that. And with that, some fans are divided. Obviously, they love Isack Hadjar, but other fans think that Yuki Tsunoda was gypped out of an opportunity. I mean, he was thrown into a car that wasn't built for him. They didn't give Yuki Tsunoda enough time to adjust to the car, or give Yuki Tsunoda the opportunity to really build a car around him in 2026. And honestly, this is why I love Formula One, because what would Yuki have done with a brand new car built around him? And what will we see out of Isack Hadjar? Red Bull's decision to not move forward with Yuki Tsunoda seems a little bit harsh. And honestly, it might be a little ruthless, but it is Formula One and it is business like every other business. And honestly, it's producing results. I mean, look at Max Verstappen. Looking into 2026, I'm genuinely excited to see what happens. I mean, there's 2 new teams coming. All the cars are going to be different. It's almost like a clean slate, and everyone has a chance at the pie. We got Isack Hadjar in a Red Bull right next to Max Verstappen, and we get to see rookie Isack Hadjar adjust to his new team, new car. And as for Yuki Tsunoda, while getting demoted or released from Red Bull, it is a little sad, but he's not gone completely, because it's being reported that Yuki Tsunoda will be the reserve driver for the Racing Bulls. So he's still going to be in the paddock, all the F1 drivers. I mean, if you go to a race or watch TV, we're going to see him, but unfortunately not on the grid. So was Red Bull fair to Yuki Tsunoda? Should they have given him one more year at least? Maybe not in the traditional sense, as fairness in Formula One doesn't really exist. Formula One is all about performance, strategy, and being at the top of the leaderboard. And while yes, it is sad to see Yuki Tsunoda leave the second seat and leave Red Bull and go down to just being a reserve driver, it is the nature of the sport, which also makes it so beautiful. This upcoming 2026 season in Formula One is shaping up to be amazing. Isack Hadjar's promotion to Red Bull is giving us a lot to look forward to, seeing how he adjusts, see how well he goes against Max Verstappen, and see if he can break the Red Bull curse, which I think he will. Yuki Tsunoda will be missed, but not completely off the grid. And who knows, maybe we'll see Yuki Tsunoda in the future. But if you love Formula One and you want to stay up to date, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And like I always say, it is always a great day to be a Formula One fan.